And United will switch things around personnel-wise. And off the bar, behind for a goal kick.
Well, I think everybody, including me, thought that was in. It was such a good strike of the ball.
Well, good clean catch by the keeper. And the keeper will happily collect that one. Well, far from the ideal pass. Well, transfer has a go! Spectacular save, top-class goalkeeping. Here it is now, a substitution. Corner kick played in. Diogo Dalot. He'll have a go here. Oh, yes! You cannot strike them any better than that. Brilliant goal.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how close this is. May not have been given in my day, but the technology's certainly shown its worth here.
So they're playing again. It's Manchester United with the lead here. Mete. It's with Weigl. Superbly read and executed. Useful looking ball. And Ronaldo just needs to remain level-headed. Real chance. Well, he had clearly drifted into an offside position.
Well, you can see from his reaction, he knew that wouldn't count.
Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. On and on he goes. Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
Here's a change for Manchester United. Given away by Benfica. Now a decent position. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. He's driven in the corner. And using his body to good effect. Great block again. Able to clear the danger. Corner kick though here. They will now make use of the substitutes bench. Played over. Oh, cleared off the line. Alert defending. Has a go. Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well. A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
And United will switch things around personnel-wise. Well, a second goal for them here. And using his strength to shield the ball. "15 minutes left for play. Opportunity it is. Majestic piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he loves the big moments, doesn't he? And he's proved it again there. Great goalkeeping.
And over it comes. And still dangerous. And that's fantastic goalkeeping to get across and deal with the danger. And time for the change now. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Body in the way. Possession given away, unfortunately. And he's made headway. Happy to take on the shot. Well, just over the crossbar. Excellent effort. Here's a change for Manchester United. Did well to win the ball back. Long way out. And a goal to seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, let's look at this again. He judges the flight of the ball, he sets himself ready to strike it, and then he just hits it so sweetly. That's the perfect volley.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Roman Yaremchuk. Really good challenge. In behind for him to chase. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot.
Well, that's so tight, isn't it? but on this occasion, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt.
And United will switch things around personnel-wise. And winning it back. Effective looking pass. Oh, I think he'll be kicking himself. Ruled offside.
Well, his instinct should have told him he was offside there. He has to be more alert in the box.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Radonjic. Mete. Grimaldo. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. Seferovic. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Diogo Gonçalves. And he read it well. And in with a real chance. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Doing well to keep possession. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United are the winners today anyway. What did you think of their performance all told?
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Well, transfer spectacular. Has a go! Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. Diogo Dalot. Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And we have action from the semi-final stage of this pre-season tournament coming up for you. It's Manchester United against Atletico Madrid.
Well, we're now down to the final four, Derek. It's been a great tournament up to now. Good preparation for the upcoming season, and both teams would love to get to the final in a few days' time to cap it all off.
Number 6, Paul Pogba.
And here's the lineup for Manchester United. Tom Heaton is the goalkeeper. Harry Maguire plays alongside Rafael Varane in central defence. Paul Pogba plays alongside Bruno Fernandes in central midfield. And the focus...
Hang on, Derek, it's a chance here.
Not to be for him. He went for power over placement.
Well, you're right. He decided to go for the power, which in the end he couldn't control. He'll be furious with himself. That's a big miss.
Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow, Stuart. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, Derek, he's certainly the man to watch. In the last game, scored those 3 goals, but his general play was outstanding. He looked a threat whenever he got the ball, and I'm sure
wait
he's
a
going
minute,
to be...
Stuart. Look what's happening. Well, the defending not the best here. And a goal right off the bat. No wonder they're jumping for joy.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Strong but fair tackle. He's going forward well here. And a goal! The quick one too! And they've turned this game on its head.
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction, and a decent finish. That's a very good goal.
So 2-0 now. And nicely struck. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, as you can see, this catches everybody by surprise. Look where he is when he strikes it. That's a great goal.
Well, as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two sides has been huge. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. And given away by... He's in behind. And the keeper has denied him.
Well, I've got to say, Derek, he was always in control of that situation. Brilliant stuff.
Oh, terrific piece of goalkeeping. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, the keeper was always likely to do his job under no pressure. Suarez. Koke. Koke with it. Kondogbia. Koke. Savic now. Oh, he's given the ball away unnecessarily. Opportunity it is. Will he? A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, here it is again, and I don't expect goalkeepers to save everything at their near post, but on this occasion, although it's a good strike, he should do better.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Savic. Kondogbia. Savic now. Marcos Llorente. Poor pass. Difficult to stop it. He's in with a chance. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Well, no luck keeping possession. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Maguire. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Superb block. McTominay. Now Pogba. Can he convert? And getting across to stop it. And there's the delivery. And cleared away. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Not to be for him. He went for power over placement.
Well, you're right. He decided to go for the power, which in the end he couldn't control.
Well, the defending not the best here. And a goal right off the bat. No wonder they're jumping for joy. He's going forward well here. And a goal! The quick one too! And they've turned this game on its head. And nicely struck. And here's a change now for Atletico. So the ball moving again. United having already made a big first-half statement. Showing considerable guile. Oh, in with a chance. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Koke. Savage now. Well, I should think Arsenal fans are in a pretty good mood following this news. The contract situation ironed out, and he might be in action pretty soon, Stuart.
Well, at around £40 million, I think that's good value. Because if he does produce his best form, then they've signed a really good player. One that will certainly improve their team.
Well, you've got to savour such moments. Well, he has cause to be grateful to his teammate. Now can they counter clinically? Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. They've lost it. Sancho! Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, here it is again. What a ball that is over the top of the defence. It's weighted perfectly, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Here's a change for Manchester United. Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. 30 minutes to go then. Nicely cut out. And nicely struck. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Beautiful pass. Oh, excellent diving stop. And United will switch things around personnel-wise. He's driven in the corner. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here's the replay. It's certainly a well-delivered ball into the area, and then the shot could not be hit any better. Struck with such venom. Great goal.
Koke. Luis Suarez. Daniel Vaz. Koke with it. And given away by Atletico. And he's made headway. That's able defending from Koke. Could be dangerous. And a long way out. And that's a save you'll be seeing again and again from Oblak.
Number 14, Jesse Lingard.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Oh,
Well, here's another look at it. Certainly delivery into the box couldn't have been any better. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
The ball rolling again in what has been an utterly one-sided match. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Outfoxing the defender. Sancho! Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let-up here.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
Here's a change for Manchester United.
Goal for Manchester
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now.
United.
In position here to protect the ball.
For Manchester United.
Luis Suarez.
Number 19, Rafael Varane. Coming onto the pitch. Number 2.
Lost possession.
Lindelof.
Well, Manchester United all powerful. They've accelerated away in this one, Stuart.
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch. It's been a really good win for them.
Correa. He's in behind. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
And we're underway again. This game very much over as a contest. Well, the pass not finding its target. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. The referee blows for full time, and Manchester United go marching on to the final.
Well, what a display that was. Their attacking play was breathtaking at times, and they completely dominated in midfield, which then allowed the fullbacks to get forward to great effect. They'll surely be favourites going into the final.
welcome the two
Hello and a
teams.
warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company in the commentary box today is, of course, Stuart Robson. And we have action from the pre-season final just seconds away. It's Benfica versus Manchester United.
Well, it's been a really good tournament so far, Derek. Let's hope the final can do it justice. The quality of football and entertainment has been excellent. Pre-season games can often be lethargic affairs, but that's not been the case here.
Well, it might well be a game to savour. Manchester United kick off. Well, here's the initial 11 for Benfica. Nicolas Otamendi starts with Jan Vertonghen at the back. Julian Weigl plays alongside
Oh,
Joao.
Derek, this is a big moment here.
And turned onto the woodwork. Who's going to get on the end of it? What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing, drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here it is again. It's a well-delivered ball into the box, but there's still plenty to do from here. He hits it so well, though. Lots of pace, lots of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. It's a great strike.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Seferovic. Unable to keep the ball that time. And he's got the beating of his opponent. It's got to be. In it goes! 2 goals in rapid-fire fashion and looking very comfortable here.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Well, a second goal for them here. Moving forward effectively. Will he find the net? And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, just look at the setup here. It's such a clever backheel. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Using his strength to shield the ball. Wasteful from United. Seferovic. It's with Weigl. Excellent challenge. Rashford, fine pass. He might be able to make it through. A goal! A tremendous strike. Hard to believe that he elected to take on that shot. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And when he gets onto it, he holds off the challenge, keeps his balance and makes good contact with the ball. That's a top-class finish.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Really getting stuck in.
Well, there it is. United have had most of the ball. They've passed it well, their movement's been good, and they've been well worth
Oh, it's developing nicely for them here. And the flag was up in good time. It's offside.
Well, he should have realised that was going to be offside. That's a poor decision to play that pass.
Rashford. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Will it happen for them? Firing it in, and pushed onto the woodwork. And the keeper stretching to deny him.
Well, as you can see, it wasn't even close, was it? No debate about that one.
And over comes the corner. This looks promising. I'm trying to build a head of steam. Another corner it'll be. And over it comes. Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, here it is again. It's a well-delivered ball into the box, and then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
Well, it has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. Seferovic. And take it away. And continues his run. He'll have a go here. Oh, excellent diving stop. Let's see about the delivery. And using his strength to shield the ball. Spot on with that tackle. Oh, yes! He's going to be proud of that moment. What purity of strike. Caught it absolutely perfectly.
Well, let's take another look, because this is a special goal. He's so far out when he strikes it. He couldn't have hit that any better.
Nunez. Rafa here. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Lethal piece of finishing. Drill.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Here's a change for Manchester United.
10, Marcus Rashford, to be replaced by...
The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Julian Weigl. Vertonghen with it. Otamendi. Vertonghen. Grimaldo with it. Seferovic. Darwin Nunez. He's protecting it well. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Well, that is how to run at defender. Oh, that is a goal from long range. He won't soon forget. Absolutely right out of the top drawer.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace, and it's a great finish. He holds off the defender, keeps his composure, and finds the back of the net. It's a marvellous goal.
João Mario. Well, the tackle, vivacious from Varane. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish, but the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
And United will switch things around personnel-wise. Well, we're underway again, and this game was finished as a contest a long time ago.
18, Bruno Fernandes. Coming onto the pitch, number 14, Jesse Lingard.
30 minutes to go then. On a pass that lacks quality. He's got to have a go here. Oh, my goodness! What an outrageous hit! I can't believe he took it on from there, and neither can the goalkeeper.
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
Here's a change for Manchester United.
Substitution for Manchester United. Coming off the pitch, number 25, Jadon Sancho. To be replaced
Otamendi.
by number 15, Nicolas Pepe.
There's to win it back. And nicely struck. Oh my goodness, what a strike! From so far out, absolutely sensational, unstoppable.
Well, just look at this strike again. He hits it so well. That's a great bit of skill.